In this context, exploring intriguing facts about World War I opens a unique window into the monumental events and intricate details that shape the tapestry of this historical record. These captivating facts pierce through the walls of time, taking us on a journey across the shattered battlefields and narrow tunnels that served as havens for spies, unveiling stories told in an exciting and compelling manner. Germans were the first to use flamethrowers in WWI. Their flamethrowers could fire jets of flame as far as 130 feet, 40 m. More than 65 million men from 30 countries fought in WWI. Nearly 10 million died. The Allies, the Entente powers, lost about 6 million soldiers. The Central Powers lost about 4 million. Nearly 2/3 of military deaths in WWI were in battle. In previous conflicts, most deaths were due to disease. In August 1914, German troops shot and killed 150 civilians at airshot. The killing was part of war policy known as Schrecklichkeit, frightfulness. Its purpose was to terrify civilians in occupied areas so that they would not rebel. During WWI, British tanks were initially categorized into males and females. Male tanks had cannons, while females had heavy machine guns. The most successful fighter pilot of the entire war was German fighter pilot Manfred Albrecht Freiherr von Richthofen 1892, or the Red Baron. He shot down 80 planes, more than any other YY pilot. He died after being shot down near Amiens. Francis René Fontaine 1994-1953 was the Allies' most successful fighter pilot, shooting down 75 enemy planes. French Second Lieutenant Alfred Joubert wrote in his diary about just before he died that humanity is mad. It must be mad to do what it is doing. What a massacre. What scenes of horror and carnage. I cannot find words to translate my impressions. Hell cannot be so terrible. Men are mad. The war left thousands of soldiers disfigured and disabled. Reconstructive surgery was used to repair facial damage, but masks were also used to cover the most horrific disfigurement. Some soldiers stayed in nursing homes their entire lives, while the first military submarine named the Turtle was first used by the Continental Army during the American Revolution. Submarines only made a large military impact during when Germany launched its fleet of U-boats. Submarines mostly stayed on the surface and submerged only to attack ships with torpedoes. Germany's indiscriminate submarine warfare was a primary reason the U.S. joined the war. France, not Germany, was the first country to use gas against enemy troops in YU. In August 1914, they fired the first tear gas grenades acrylyl bromide against the Germans. In January 1915, Germany first used tear gas against Russian armies, but the gas turned to liquid in the cold air. In April 1915, the Germans were the first to use poisonous chlorine gas. Approximately 30 different poisonous gases were used during WY. Soldiers were told to hold a urine-soaked cloth over their faces in an emergency. By 1918, gas masks with filter respirators usually provided effective protection. At the end of the war, many countries signed treaties outlawing chemical weapons. The term dogfight originated during WY. The pilot had to turn off the plane's engine from time to time so it would not stall when the plane turned quickly in the air. When a pilot restarted his engine mid-air, it sounded like dogs barking.